What's going on YouTube? Just right here. So in today's video we're talking about a very important application that you must have if you're jailbroken on iOS 14, iOS 13 and so on. This one is actually very important if you want to be able to see what's going on and why your jailbreak is crashing and so on. Now on a jailbroken device there are multiple applications that can claim to be the best and the most important. A terminal, for example, is a very important application to have. It allows you to run commands directly from the device, which of course helps you fix various problems and so on. But this is not the topic of today's video. Today we're talking about crashed. What is crashed is basically this application here, which allows you to see exactly which process has crashed and what's the reason for that crash. You can also see a full log of what has happened, and of course you can send that to the developer of the process or of the tweak and so on, and of course have them fixed. This is actually very important, especially if you have processes that keep on crashing, or if you have tweaks that keep on crashing, or your device is not reliable at all with a specific jailbreak. With this program you can see exactly what's going on, what has crashed and what's the reason for it. So you can see here there's a full list of all the processes that have crashed, and all of these are actually iOS related processes, and they can crash for multiple reasons. They don't have to crash because of a tweak, but it's actually often the case that they do crash because of a tweak. So backboard D here is actually one of the common ones. You can see here in this case it says that the culprit is unknown because I have crashed this process myself with a terminal command, just to give you an idea of how it looks like when something crashes. But usually you would have in there on the culprit the reason why it failed, the library that caused the crash, the file and stuff like that. So it's an important thing. But you can also see here the log. So you can actually send this log to the Unc0ver developer or to the tweak developer and so on, and they can see exactly what happened. While you may not be able to understand what says in here because it's very technical, they do, and they understand exactly what's going on here line by line, and therefore they can understand why it crashed and they can fix it and publish an update. This tool here, which is completely free by the way, is actually a must-have, especially on nowadays jailbreaks, which tend to be a little bit more buggy than usual. So if your Unc0ver jailbreak tends to crash quite a lot, or your device tends to crash quite a lot, it keeps respringing, it keeps rebooting, it may be a good idea to install crashed and see exactly which processes get to crash often. For example, you can see that I have 2 crashes from backboard D. You can see here on the right the number, and then of course multiple others. On the settings side you can even create a process blacklist. And by the way, yes, this does send a notification when a process crashes. Let me actually demonstrate how it works. I'm going to try to crash a process just to demonstrate this. Please don't do this at home. So I'm going to go with su and alpine, ALPINE, which is the default password, and then I'm going to try to kill whatever process I can find. So let's try to find it. Okay, so I found the process, and as you can see that's how it looks like. I managed to actually crash biometric kit D, which is a daemon for the biometric kit, and as you can see we did get a notification when something crashed. So that would happen exactly every time something crashes because of the jailbreak. Now I crashed it myself just to demonstrate, but usually if you have a rogue tweak or something like that, it would just crash out of the blue and you would get a notification like this that if you open would actually bring you the crash log that you can send to the developer of the jailbreak or to the developer of the tweak, and as you can see we have it in there. So this is very similar to the crash reporter, but it's actually quite great and it's completely free. You can even share the crash log if you open it like here. You press the share button and you can airdrop it, you can mail it, you can use, save it to files and so on, or any other application you may find suitable. So this is indeed, in my opinion, a must-have application if you want the jailbreak. So how do you get it though? Well, this is completely free and it's available on Packix. And yes, it does work on the latest 14.3 jailbreak. The package, as I said, is available on Packix repo, which is repo.packix.com, and you can search for it like this. So once you have the repo added, you can go ahead here on search and you write crashed. So this one in here. And as you can see, it basically shows you exactly what you get. But this is important. You can see, for example, in this case, in this screenshot, the Reddit application crashed, and they tell you exactly what the culprit was. That library called crashed was basically a library to attempt to test it. So it gives you also a reason in there, which was attempt to insert nil object from object 0. They probably tried to insert a null object to make it crash, but this is something that can happen with your tweaks. They can actually be programmed in a bad way that they would try to do something like this without knowing, and they would crash various applications. So this tool would basically tell you exactly what crashed and why. So definitely a great one in my opinion. Check it out. It's made by Muri03 and it's definitely great. It works on iOS 9 and newer, so definitely check it out. Thank you for watching. I am GeoSnow. Till next time, subscribe to stay updated and peace out.